Yo, what up? We live. What's good, people, man? Y'all already know it's another day with the Chainbreaker and the Squad. You know what I mean? Today we're gonna be talking about extraterrestrials, man. So I'm gonna just give us a little minute, let the squad come in first, and then goddamn, we're gonna get this thing jumping, man. Put the call out, see where the squad at. Let's see where the squad at. Yeah, we waiting on the squad, man. So y'all just bear with me. We dropping heavy topic today. It's gonna be about extraterrestrials, as y'all can see. We just gonna give different perspectives and points of views and ideologies and ideas and knowledge and information about extraterrestrials, aliens, beings from a different planet or just foreign to Earth. And it's gonna be a good one tonight. Y'all really need to tune in for this. Oh shit, my bad, y'all. Hold on. I gotta see what's up with the squad real quick. What it do, family? Hey, come jump in the stream yard. I put the link in the thing. That was one of the squad. We gotta get the rest of the squad in here. Yeah. Tell the score I come in, I'm gonna just say that what I'm saying, a lot of people got different points of views on extraterrestrials, different information and new knowledge. And today we're gonna be discussing our different points of views and things of that nature when it comes down to this. So we're just waiting on a little bit more of the squad to come in. See, we got two people. We got here. We got Debo Lottie.
Look.
Nothing, fam. We live, man. Glad to let you know we live. We about to get on this extraterrestrial.
I ain't got I don't be here. They gonna go in. Lord. Damn deal.
Yeah, man. Anyway, we live. We finna get on these extraterrestrials. You know what I'm saying? I was just kind of warming the people up a little bit, kind of letting them know what we gonna be talking about in discussion.
What you say about them?
What?
Say about the extraterrestrials.
See, we gonna get to that in a second.
I mean, what you started out with?
I started out with telling them what the topic is gonna be.
Oh,
Yeah, I was telling letting the people know what the topic is. You know what I'm saying? Let them know it's going to be a diverse discussion. Everybody got different information, different points of views and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
it's
I feel
definitely
you.
gonna be something that I think everybody can learn from or attain some new knowledge. Um,
All right, bet. Let me gotta pull up my receipts real quick on this other phone.
yeah, I'm trying to wait till the rest of the squad, but it seems like I guess everybody preoccupied right now.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Jihad gonna jump in a minute. He gonna jump in a minute when he finishes eating. I came in while I was eating because I had a set time and I was still late. So no further ado, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. You know what I'm saying? And whichever one of y'all want to go next, y'all can go next.
All right.
All right. So all of my information come from the Book of Enki, Sumerian texts, ancient ancient Mayan texts, ancient Indian. I ain't gonna say Native American uh, text and information, the hieroglyphics, and Zachariah Sitchin. So all
Hold
the
on.
information that I'm gonna bring
Hold on. What
comes.
is that?
I'm naming my sources. Just mute your microphone and wait your turn.
So, what's your sources again?
Just mute your microphone and wait your turn. I'm for the city.
Uh,
All right. My sources are the Book of Enki, Zachariah Sitchin, ancient Sumerian text, hieroglyphics, Mayans, and Native Americans. And I'm sure there's other different cultures out there that have the same information. These are the ones that what I'm saying, looked up and got my information from. Okay? So, extraterrestrials. When it comes to extraterrestrials, we basically talking about, I'm basically talking about beings, deities, whatever we want to call them, entities that come from another planet or another dimension, however we want to look at that, and came to this earth or dimension or plane. All right. So I'm gonna just give basically a synopsis And then with my second round, I'm basically going into detail with it. So hold on. All right. Well I can see everybody. Okay, so first off, we uh we know them as the Anunnaki, reptilians. They got the Palladians. They got the little dudes with the big heads that look like ETs. It's different kinds, okay. But the ones I'm speaking on are the ones we call the Anunnaki or the reptilians. Okay. So basically they store it's placed. It starts off and their planet atmosphere was starting to break down, and due to the fact that it was breaking down, they was getting too much sunlight, and it was messing up the crops and things of that nature, and it'd be too cold. The weather was off too, and the land and all the sources was slowly dwindling or whatever, and they was trying to find a way to make the atmosphere get stronger because it was dwindling. So they end up coming to Earth and found. I mean, they knew a way that they could do it, but they didn't have enough amount on their planet. So what I'm saying. In the process, they came to Earth and they found what they needed on Earth. And throughout their time while they was on Earth, of course, it was um, people bumping heads, and everybody didn't agree with everything that everybody was doing. So it was stuff like that going on, rebellion, and people going against the rules that was set for them originally and things of that nature. So what they, after being on Earth so long, people out of complaining that the workers was doing that came to Earth, they decided to make people to do the work for them. And the people they decided to make came out to be the humans as we know it today. And they tried it several different attempts, and every attempt didn't come out right until they decided to do it a different way. Then they got it the way to where we so-called call it the civilized man as we know it today. Um, in my second round, I'm gonna be explaining the whole process and everything in a little more detail. But right now, I just want to say, what I'm saying, give my synopsis. Was with that, I also want to say it also has a lot of different. Uh, it has, I'm also gonna be showing how it relates to the Bible or the Qurans or the religious texts as well. So it's gonna be a different perspective once I give my story. I just wanted to basically let you know what it was gonna be about. So when I start talking, you can kind of keep up a little bit more. And yeah, I'm gonna end my time on that. So whichever one of y'all want to go next, y'all can go.
Go ahead, Debo.
I think. Well, I don't think. Starting off with the word extraterrestrial, to break down into two words, into three, to make it break down into two words of extra and terror, but to explain more than one, they put terrestrial on the end. Trial, like three words. But I only focus on the extra and the terror part because extra, when you do I'm doing the etymology on the word. So we do the etymology, meaning break down the word and see where the origin of the word come from, like Greek, Latin, where the word, people invented the word, and that was how it was first created. you know, which is the original form of the word. It's the origins of the word. And so look up the origins of extra and you see it means beyond, beyond earth. You know, you can look up the word, you can do the etymology, go deeper. Anything you look up that, look up that, that's the etymology, going deeper and deeper into the origins. You know what I mean? So look up the origins of the word extra and you find on Google, you find um it says beyond. Then you do the etymology on the word terror, and then you'll find that it really means earth. So beyond earth being basically we're talking about beings that are beyond earth, you know what I mean? And when we talk about that, then it gets now I guess I get an idea and I get an idea because of that word, another word, which is earth. Because what I feel the earth is, and what I know that it to be, which is a dimension we in. So you saying they're saying these are beings that are not from this dimension, outer dimensional or multi, they being they can go into the different dimensions basically. From my understanding, you see me, and I agree with that. You know, what I mean, I don't think we're alone out here. You know, evidence. It has numerous. I got receipts on videos of and records, receipts on records of extraterrestrials. And so I agree with they they've been here, they're among us, they've been communicating with us. I got three receipts on that, you know what I mean? On uh written down in certain books like Behold the Pale White Horse and and many others, you know what I'm saying, from eyewitness accounts, you know what I mean? And document these are all documents. It can be verified. So and based on my analysis of all this information, me being the judge, not them out there in the court system, but me, my knowledge, yeah, it's 100%. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, not only solely based off that, but based off other knowledge too. You know, 'cause everything we build upon is a collection of everything we know based off the new information. You know how it fits, not based off of ego, like what you like, but based off of facts and facts and um facts basically. And the facts come from evidence. You know, what I mean, not evidence, but you seeing, which is ultimately you knowing. You know, what I mean, it's real. You know, what I mean, it's the truth. It's basically reality. It's reality. It is what it is. You can't take it from type of stuff. That's what it is. So, with that, I'm gonna pass it on to the next person.
It's on you, DJ.
All right. Yeah, man. I just want to say, I don't. First of all, I don't have, you know, the sources and all that stuff, that you get your stuff from. But I've I've watched a gang of TV. You know what I'm saying? I did a whole bunch of research as far as YouTube goes. Uh, and then seeing stuff, with my own eyes. But you know, I know that um extraterrestrials have been here since the beginning of time. You know, they have hieroglyphics of them. They writing on, they write it, writing on rocks or drawing on rocks, what you want to call it, the pictures or whatever. Um, so they've been here for quite some time now. My only issue is that, I mean, I get an understanding of why hide it, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, why hide it? You know what I'm saying, let me know or let us know. We've been trying for years, to get into Area 51. You know what I'm saying? And they like, nah, you ain't getting over here. You know what I'm saying? Fort Knox or what have you, where the gold's supposed to be type. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, the a vast majority of the public know, not only just from the pictures of one of the first aircraft spaceship, should I say, that they tried to cover up in the 1900s. But they see it. It's all kind of, you can get on YouTube right now and you can see videos of all kind of, UFOs or what have you. But and movie after movie, I mean, they only thing they doing is showing you what what you would kind of believe to be seeing as an alien or something. Like that motherfucker probably don't even look like that. So he might look like something else, but they're giving you these, these different visuals of them or what have you. But most of our technology came from aliens, especially airplanes and all that, jets and stealth jets and helicopters that you can't hear the sound of them and all that old stuff. So for the most part, they've been here. They ain't going nowhere. I just hope ain't no war started behind this. You know what I'm saying? Independence Day is like a glimpse of what it would be, but I'm pretty sure it would probably be worse. You know what I'm saying? But that's my spiel, man.
All right. Hold on. Oh yeah. Good shit, everybody. That was good. Everybody said some good stuff. You know, I like that everybody got different perspectives and things of that nature. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get into it. I'm just calling them the when I say the Anunnaki or the reptilians, I'm talking about the extraterrestrials. All right. Okay. So hold on, y'all. Somebody just jumped in the building. J Dub,
What's the deal?
what's up, Kim folk?
I ain't shit. Just getting out, about to dive in this bed, man. I was just checking in on you boys, man. What's up, D?
Yeah, hey,
Devo,
we
what's
live
the
right now,
deal?
fam.
What's up, Jay? What's up, boy?
Oh,
Chilling. What's up,
okay.
boy?
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say we live right now. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We
What's the
talking about
topic of discussion?
extraterrestrials. We talking about extraterrestrials.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to
Extraterrestrials,
go in
huh?
or not, cause it was, yeah. I don't know if you had anything you want to say about it, but you can if you want to, because we just did the first round, so you'll be like the last one on the first round, but we're gonna go into the second one. You can, you don't have to, you can
Right.
just listen or whatever.
Yeah. Nah. Y'all go ahead, man. I think I know about extraterrestrials. ET. Nah, I'm just messing with you. Go ahead, man.
All right, so yeah, so so I'm just getting into the story part of it now. So on what I'm saying, Planet X or Nubaru or Wormwood, whichever we want to call it, it's the 10th planet in the solar system, you know, and this is where these beings that I'm speaking of come from. You know what I mean? They call them the Anunnaki or the reptilians, like I was saying. And so what was going on is they was having wars, they was having wars on their planet from all the nuclear bombs and stuff like that. It depleted the atmosphere. It was getting weaker. And so they was trying to figure out how to fix it. So they found out that gold or whatever, it can be grounded down into a powder, and when it's scattered up in the atmosphere or whatever, it actually will stay there. And so they found a way to make their atmosphere stronger. You know what I'm saying? I think, and I think this is where the whole idea of chemtrails come from too. But anyways, They will grind the gold down into a powder form, and they'll fly, close to the atmosphere or in the atmosphere, and they'll release this gold powder, and it will strengthen their atmosphere. Now, it worked, but the gold that they had on the planet, on their planet, they didn't have enough of it, and so it was taking longer than it so long to actually process the gold that what I'm saying. The little bit that they was able to scatter, it wasn't even enough to hold up until they come with the next batch to scatter. So they thought of another idea, which was to cause volcanoes to erupt, and the gases and stuff from the volcano also would make their atmosphere stronger than what it is. So they basically they had, like, I'm gonna just talk like on Earth we got jets and stuff with bombs on it. So they basically had jets with bombs, and they would drop bombs inside of the volcanoes to make them erupt, and the dust and all the little elements from the inside of the Earth would come out and you know strengthen their atmosphere that way. And but it still wasn't good enough, and so it was like two brothers that was arguing over kingship, and so they basically they fought for it, hand to hand combat, and whoever lose would be exiled. Whoever lose would be shamed and exiled. And so the brother that lost or whatever, his name was Alelu, and the brother that won, his name was Anzu. They daddy was on, you know, but I don't really want to get into all the names and stuff because this is really hard to keep up with the names. So anyway, Alelu lost to Anzu. So Anzu ended up becoming the king after they daddy, and Alelu, he ended up being exiled. So when he got exiled, he didn't want to stay on that planet no more. So he had stole a spaceship or a rocket ship or whatever you want to call them. He stole one of those and left the planet to go find, somewhere where he can go to where he won't be always being shamed and embarrassed and things of that nature. So he ended up coming to Earth. Now they were saying they heard about Earth and how it had gold. He heard about Earth already and how it had gold in its veins, as it says, gold in the veins of the Earth. So when he gets to Earth, I'm skipping this, I'm skipping through because it'll take me forever to say this. But when he gets to Earth, you know, uh, he tests the water, see if the water was good to drink for him. It was good to drink. He tested the air to see if it was good to breathe for him. It was good to breathe because they had spacesuits or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So he had tested the air he could breathe. He tested the water he could eat. Drink. You know what I'm saying? The fruits and vegetables he also could eat. And he had, a machine. He thought, why not see if I can find gold here? And if I can find gold here, you know what I'm saying, I can save my planet. If I can save my planet, I might be able to become king because I saved the planet type stuff. So boom, he did his little minuscule searches and stuff. He found gold in water. You know what I mean? You know how they got the little things that they put in the water and they sift through it and it ended up with a little gold at the bottom. So he did that. He found some gold and stuff like that. So he sent the message back because he didn't come by himself. He brought a few people with him. So he sent the message back and let the king know, which was still their daddy at the time because he didn't pass his rulership down to Anu yet. So he sent the message back to the king, told the king that, hey, look, on this planet they got gold. You know what I mean? They got gold. We can breathe here. We can eat the food that's here, and we can drink the water. So the king had got like, I think it was 600 or something or 300 or something of the Anunnakis or reptilians, to come to Earth to help with the gathering of the gold. And so they gathering the gold, and but getting it through the water, they couldn't get. So I think after like 3 years, they had more silver and bronze and aluminum than they had gold. Gold was the smallest pile out of all of these minerals that they would find, and so they so they did that, and it still was, it was working, but it wasn't. They needed to do it. They wanted to do it faster because on their planet, time moves slower than ours. Our planet is smaller than theirs, and it's close to the sun, so it's spinning faster, and it's going around the sun faster than theirs. So that right there, you know, is is the time difference. You know, I think it said uh a year or two over here is like a month or so on their planet. So it's something like that. It's like a year and a month type thing. So they on Earth now, and they've been on Earth for years. I'm sure it don't necessarily, it's speaking a different way, so it don't say like an actual time period. It say stuff like shars and leagues and stuff like that. I ain't really looking to see what shars and leagues mean. So it speak on shars and leagues though when it's talking about time. And so boom. So they gathering um they gathering gold, but they realized it wasn't enough. In the fast, it was enough, but not quick enough. They was getting it, so they had to come up with another play to get this gold. And so they had got somebody from over there that was a somebody that's specializing in stuff like mining and researching planets and land masses and all that stuff to see if they can find a better source. And so once they got that person to come to Earth, then they found a better source. And I'm gonna just stop right there and save my next one for the next round. Debo Lottie.
So all that was coming out the book of Inca. What source was that coming from?
That's coming out of the book of Enki, but like Mayan text, Sumerian text, and Egyptian text, like the
Yeah, I got that.
hieroglyphics.
I got that in the chat. That's why
Yeah,
that's why I asked you to repeat it so I could write it down in the private chat.
Sumerian text, Mayan text, Egyptian hieroglyphics, Native American ideograms, and yeah, but other ancient cultures that they all speak on this same discussion. I see he just jumped out. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I was saying. That's why I kept telling you to repeat it early so I could put it. I was writing so I could write it in the chat so I can remember. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? For your sources. You know what I'm saying? Write your sources down. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was
yeah,
asking you to repeat. You hear me?
yeah. So you want me to repeat my sources again?
Nah. I already pretty much got it now. You
Okay.
said Sumerian. You said ancient Sumerian. I got Mayan and I got
The Book of
uh
Enki.
what?
The Book of Enki.
Yeah, the Book of Inky. That's the first one. The Book of Inky, ancient Sumerian, the Mayan. I stopped
Hieroglyphics
right there.
is in the hieroglyphics in on the
Of course,
pyramid.
I know the hieroglyphics. Ancient
Native
hieroglyphics.
American ideograms.
What?
Native American ideograms.
Which one? Native American. Audio. What's that?
It's like
Records. It's
pictograms.
like records.
It's like pictograms or hieroglyphics, but the Native
Oh yeah,
American they version.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the symbols. This ain't number stories. It's like hieroglyphics. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I can. That's another reason why I want to write the sources down so people can, while you talking, they probably got a question in their head, but the answer right there, you know what I'm saying? It's ancient Sumerian text, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know what I mean? Because that's what you're gonna say after someone asks somebody asks. Oh, I looked in that Sumerian text. Oh, I, that's what they're gonna have to go look at. So basically, we and people got research this for
Yeah,
yourself, so you can
fact
get your
checking,
own
whatever you want to do.
decode yourself. You know what I mean? About the inky, you know what I mean? I heard a lot of things that I feel like I can decode, like my understanding of the earth. You know what I'm saying? Being like dimensions and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It just gives a deeper meaning to the whole story because the whole story is not going to be literal. You know what I mean? So you just got to know those key words and how the etymology or the origins of those words to know what that sentence is really telling you. You know what I'm saying? Which people would say is they talking in Masonic code, like when they talk, even in all the way to Genesis, when they talk about you know, God made man in his like and image and all that. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You know, they talking in code. You know what I mean? All that. You know what I mean? Like it ain't literal. You know what I mean? It is, but that's just the surface. But on the deeper level, you know what I mean? That's the real. You know what I mean? What it really mean. You know what I mean? But like they say, a picture has a thousand meanings. I mean, that ain't saying. See, in this dimension, they try to they say it clouds your decision or your judgment by make you think, oh, this bad or good, wrong or right. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing it, a picture has a thousand meanings. Ain't nobody wrong. Ain't nobody right. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's how they see it from their perspective. You know what I'm saying? You show a picture of some clouds to somebody what you see. You know what I'm saying? They ain't wrong or right. You know what I mean? It is what they see. It is what it is. You know what I mean? The word teach you to add the emotion, the ego, the emotions. It's a cloak for the ego.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? The word teach you to add that in when you make decisions. You know what I'm saying? Clouding your judgment. You know what I mean? You ain't thinking no more. That's what they taught you. So you just gonna do what they taught you. Gonna simulate you like a robot. 'Cause that's what they do. Robots. They program robots to do shit. You know what I mean? And they just act it out. You know what I'm saying? Without thinking. Outside of the program. Thinking outside of the box. What's the box? The mind. What's the mind? Everything they taught you is in the mind. Even when you're thinking about breaking down something, even it's even deeper to the words that you're using. Because the words you're using in your mind to break down what I'm saying, the picture, is the origins of that come from them. It's in the, you know what I'm saying? You're using the tools, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be looking, you know what I'm saying? You're using the problem to solve a problem. No, look outside the problem, outside what they taught you, and see. You know what I'm saying? You just see it. You know what I'm saying? For what it is. It ain't no big ass magical shit. You just seeing for what it is. If I say it's life it's about knowing. It's about knowing and about feeling. It's not about feeling. Make decisions based off what you know. You don't make
But what
decisions
about
based
extraterrestrials
on
though?
fear. There's chaos in that. You know what I'm saying? But you yeah, no, String, come here. Sometimes, you know, you gotta understand this is spiritual war out here, though. You know what I mean? So, meaning it's disembodied entities. See, that's when you learn about where you at and who they is. You know, who you know you a soul. So who the fuck is they? What the fuck? What's the spiritual shit they talking about? This here get deep. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you talking about things that's outside the box that you ain't been taught. You know what I'm saying? About the spirit world and what they doing, how they interacting with us over here. You feel me? You know what I mean? Why? You know what I mean? It's a big ass meaning. It's a big ass purpose to everything. You know what I'm saying? To what's going on, what they doing, and how the souls getting pulled into babies and come being born. All this a big old. You know what I'm saying? Who picks the selection? How is it being chosen? You know what I'm saying? All that. It's a big ass. It's a purpose. It's a perfect answer to that. It ain't no mystery. You know what I'm saying? It is an answer. You know what I mean? And it make perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? Because the creator, we ain't, it's ain't gonna make like they say in the Bible about God. God ain't gonna complicate you. You know what I'm saying? God ain't gonna confuse you. So that's chaos. God ain't gonna confuse you. You know what I'm saying? You can confuse your damn self. That's what's going on because you're being influenced by different vibrations and diseases around you that you don't even know that, and you don't even know what that is because you ain't been taught that. You know what I'm saying? You've been taught on the body basis, I guess, like that, like to look at life or perceive life through as I'm the body, and so everything I perceive is perceived through my five senses basically based off what I feel, based off, aka the ego, what you feel, your emotions. You know what I'm saying? They want to interpret reality or what's real by that instead of you, the soul, judging everything for what it really is. You're looking at it and seeing it for what it is, and they're saying, "Oh, that's what it is. This happened because of that. That's why that happened." And what you want to say? No, that's bad. That shouldn't happen because of this. This is they want to put the feeling in it. You know what I'm saying? It's the ego. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to win. Somebody got to lose. The value, aka value, like they add it back. It's the value on something. And when they put value, it's like a plus and a minus. It's a negative and a positive. You know what I'm saying? That's the spectrum they got everybody on. Everybody's stuck in the positive and the negative. So yeah, this round when you know what I'm saying? This round, first round, positive and negative. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to look outside of the positive and the negative when you making your decisions. You know what I'm saying? Don't go within that. You know what I mean? Basically, bad and good, up and down, left and right. You know what I'm saying? Positive and negative. That's what that is. It's all in there. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be looking outside of that. You know what I'm saying? That's inside the mind. You know what I mean? We are beyond it. So when you talk about extraterrestrials, you're talking about beyond Earth. We extraterrestrials, the souls. We are the extraterrestrials. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about the Anunnaki, you know what I'm saying? We are the Anunnaki. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't look like them. We didn't look like these people. We look like humans now. We look like humans now because we didn't synchronize our solar energy to theirs. We've been by these, you know what I'm saying, programs that are installed in this, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's deep. You know what I'm saying? And so over time, you know, like they say, wherever you live has a geological effect. But yeah, that's the outside. Cause the deeper meaning is everything is energy. So well, then having our energy as the soul in this the state they had us in for so long, more changed our appearance to now we look like them. You know what I'm saying? Because our energy is synchronized with these spirits on this in this realm. You know what I'm saying? This is the hell. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? See, that's when you decode that. That's what they really mean when they were saying this, in that part. But oh, you could tell how we Africans when we was in the sun in Africa because our nose is, you know, near Africa. You know what I'm saying? Our nose had to be big to suck in a lot of air. You know what I'm saying? And our hair. You know what I'm saying? You know who they were talking about in the the way they describe people. You know what I'm saying? By their geographical, physical location, but everything is energy though. You know what I'm saying? When you take it back to putting the soul in a state of captivity or like slavery and shit, you know what I'm saying? And even before that, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they changed our appearance, but now we look like that. We just black people, we just look like that. We still got the soul, but your energy, if I say when I talk, we was the Anunnaki, nigga. We look like damn birds. Now they ain't no damn birds now. They say the Anunnaki was like a half man, half this and half that. Now they some strange ass shit because guess what? They ain't look like y'all motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because the energy, the soul that was vibrating inside that vehicle was on a whole nother level than what it was than what the soul is now. See me? So the vehicle had to accompany that energy. You know what I'm saying? How right now we just got these carbonated vehicles right now. That's why a spirit can't have a white person can't have the energy. The spirit can't have a black body because that energy is not compatible with the vessel. You feel me? Because that spirit energy is artificial. It was created by us, souls, the Anunnaki, nigga. Back in them days, nigga. Now, when our soul was in another state, so we had to just like vessel that we didn't create spiritual energy in the vessel. We did that shit on the other side, in other dimensions. You know what I'm saying? It's a fact. You talking about extraterrestrials, nigga. That's why I say we are the extraterrestrials. That's my time. Man. I had too much time. What's up?
DJ, you can make your second spiel, and then we're gonna let Jihad jump in after that.
Uh, All right, man. I ain't really got no second spiel, man. I'm gonna say basically I'm gonna do some research on on some of the topics you well not the topics but the some of your resources. I'm gonna look into some of those and I kind of see where Debo going with it, even though it was like a long train a long train ride across the country. But I
I
see
know
where
what
I see where you're going with it towards the end. But I'm gonna have to research his shit too. I just want to say, I just want to say, they're here, and I've seen them. I ain't seen them like as far as the alien, but I've seen some UFO type shit. But so I know the motherfuckers here and they've been here. That's it.
Come on, J Hot.
Hey man, what's happening, man? Oh, once again, it's an honor and a privilege to be on the UCN platform. You know what I'm saying? My name is G Hard. You know what I'm saying? I go hard in the yard with a fair report card, and I go ham on the ham like that. But shout out to the whole fam, D Lag and DJ and um D Royalty. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of the extraterrestrials, though, that's the subject. Can y'all hear me? Okay. Speaking of extraterrestrials, that's a good subject. Yeah. I ain't gonna be long with it. I'm gonna prove in a nutshell, you know what I'm saying, who are the aliens and whatnot. Using scientific evidence, everyday situations, and I'm gonna use a couple of verses from the Bible. Ain't gonna take y'all to the Quran yet because you can't give a baby solid food, You gotta give them milk, apple sauce, and then meat. And also Jesus said, I will not show my pearls to the swine. They will only trample them under their feet. Well, I ain't gonna tell you about no Bible stuff to the Holy Quran. I'm gonna show you your own book first. Okay, but given an everyday situation, in a nutshell, I'm gonna tell you like this. Extraterrestrials, uh, today, there are today RH negative blood types. How we know this? Because RH negative blood types have no earthly origin. RH positive blood types does have an earthly origin. Scientists say that they don't know where RH negative blood types come from. They're not going to just come and straight out and tell you that they aliens or extraterrestrials. That will cause a panic. You got to have something else to know. If they say RH negatives don't come from this planet, okay, where else they come from? I don't give a damn where they come from. You know they're not from the damn planet. Why is that so hard for people to understand? They don't look like us. They don't talk like us. Don't smell like us. Don't even have the same damn bone structures we do. You know? And you ain't gotta run up to no strangers or everybody you see and ask them their blood type to see if they're extraterrestrials. Start with your friends and your family members. Because if your blood type is positive, it's gonna be most of your in-laws' blood type that's negative. Because 85% of the world's population is from this planet. They are Rh positive, which means they come from this planet. Rh negative means you don't come from this planet. And the Rh negative, that's who the Bible calls Gentiles, Hamites, Canaanites, Edomites, Nephilim. And those are approximately 3,000 years ago. So the Bible is only 3,000 years old. And remember, Rh negative blood type, alien blood, only been here for 6,000 years. I don't see why that's so hard for people to understand. You know, the the brother just spoke. He made a good point when he talked about the positive and negative. You know, everybody have the pieces to the puzzle. It just seems like they haven't just quite put them together yet. It's like the 5%ers of the story Yaku playing with the two magnets, the two pieces of steel. Yaku noticed the positive and negative charge of the battery. I'm not the battery. That's another thing. Battery, but the two pieces of steel, how they contract together and they stick together. And when you flip them over, how they push away and you can't push them together. And he said, Uncle, I'm gonna make a race of people that will rule over you. His uncle said, what's he talking about? He said, surely I know what you know not. And negative blood types have been ruling for the last 6,000 years. Young Pharaoh also had a video, and he said the same thing. I didn't find out about Young Pharaoh like last year, but he been talking about this for 3 years. I been researching, and he said these exact words: negative RH negative blood types are extraterrestrials. They are not from this planet. I don't see why that's so hard for people to understand, man. I mean, but I'm gonna come from the Bible. The Genesis 6:1 through 6. Also, I'm not gonna really get off in the detail about how to recognize the devil in the Bible. I'm gonna give you one tip. There's three places in the Bible where the devil foot actually touches the earth. So the devil is extraterrestrial too. He's not from here. There's three places in the Bible that the devil foot actually touches the earth. And it's in the chapter 6 and verse 6. Three places. One I'm going to read to you in Genesis 6:1 through 6. The other place is in Job 1 through 6. The other place is in Jude 1 through 6. Okay? So it ain't talking about no angels. Because angels don't hate you to have the same name as Nephilim and devil. But I ain't gonna get into it like I said. I want to read to you. I always like to start off with this verse because, you know, it's like a neat the conversation we have. You know, you get a lot of knowledge out of it, and you know, everybody got their own interpretation. You know, no matter what you tell them. But to make my point, negative blood types are not from this earth. Okay. Now, when I read Genesis 6, chapter 6, it's going to talk about the sons of God went to the daughters of men. Now, I'm going to tell you who the sons of God and daughters of men is before we even get started. Everything in heaven was called a son of God at that time. The animals that got 10 horns and 10 eyes, the devils, the angels, the humans, because heaven and earth was one at one point in time. People think was it Garden of Eden in heaven or was it on earth or did God create uh, man in heaven and whatnot? The heaven and earth was one at one point until the fall of man, the separation. But yeah, like I was saying, the um the devil has no earthly origin either. Okay, and I'm gonna start at Genesis 6:1 through 6. Everything in heaven was called us. Yeah, I was talking about the sons of God. Everything in heaven was called the sons of God at that time. And the daughters of men, those are human. Daughters of men. It's gonna say the sons of God had sex with the daughters of men. And these were Nephilim, actually, what they call sons of God. And in some Bibles, see, Nephilim is a Hebrew word which means fallen one. But sometimes it is mistranslated as giant. Nephilim is a Hebrew word, which means fallen one. But sometimes it's mistranslated as giant. But uh, now, let's say Jesus was the son of God too, and he was there in the beginning. And I like to ask people this. Okay, Jesus was the son of God. When I read this verse too, it says the sons of God had sex with the daughters of men. Was Jesus the son of God at that time? Haven't out here having sex with the daughters of men? No, that's what I'm letting you know. Everything at that time in the Bible was called the son of God. So don't be confused just because it said the son of God. These are devils. Even the devil was called the son of God at that time. And all his followers at that time. Okay? But right, Genesis 1 through 6. When humans began to increase the number on the earth, and daughters were born unto them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of men were beautiful, and they married any of them they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit will no longer contend with humans forever, for they are mortal. The days will be 120 years. The Nephilim,
Hold
was
on,
on,
Naked. Cause somebody mute your mic. Can y'all mute y'all mic, man? I don't know what that is. All right.
it said the Nephilim was on earth in those days. And also afterwards, when the sons of God went to the daughters of humans and had sex and had children by them, they were heroes of old, men of renown. The Lord saw how great and wicked a human race had become on earth, and that every inclination of the thought of human heart was only evil at that time. The Lord regretted that he made human beings on earth, and his heart was deeply troubled. So the Lord said, I will wipe from the face of the earth the human race which I have created, and with the animals, the birds, and the creatures that move along the ground. For I regret that I made them. But Noah found favor with the Lord. Now that was before the flood. Now that's I could talk all night and cover the whole thing, but I'm not going to talk about it. I'm just showing you how they are not from this planet and how negative good types are from this planet. Now, but I am going to show you where it said that they was here before and after that. That means before and after the flood. Because people try to say that they got this that they got destroyed in the flood, the Nephilim bloodline, but it did not, because God and the devil did make a deal, just like they did in Job. Because God told the devil to bow down to man that's from this earth, so RH negatives to bow down to RH positives, and the devil said, "No, I'm better than he is. I'm not gonna bow down to something you created from the dirt, and, and just in your image." And God was gonna destroy him, and he had to say, "Please, oh my Lord," he got the plea bar. Give me respite until the day the dead are raised, not till the flood. He said, "Give me respite until the day the dead are raised." That's resurrection. But and this is in the Holy Quran in Surah 15, 25 through 38. He said, "Give me respite till the day the dead are raised." And Allah said, respite is granted. And also in the Bible, when Cain married Abel, uh, he also brought to protection of that negative bloodline again. That giant, that Nephilim bloodline. This is why today we just can't really go at them like we want to, because and they're like it's wrong if we do something to them, because God still got their protection on them. You know, just like in Job time, when, God had protection on Job, and the devil told him, "Well, I can't get to him because you got your protection around him." That's what God took his protection off of it. But anyway, they was there before and after the flood, because the devil asked for respite till the day the dead are raised. And Allah said, uh, respite is granted until the time appointed. So that don't mean until the day the dead are raised, because don't nobody know when Allah gonna do what he gonna do. He just said until the time appointed. And the time appointed, which I figured out from research and living life, that that's 6,000 years. Because they've been here for 6,000 years. And we just found out after they've been here for 6,000 years how long they've been here. I also heard Farrakhan saying they've been here for the devil have 6,000 years to rule. I didn't understand it when I heard that like 10 years ago. So they got research and live life and learn here. And I also said that he said in the Bible in Genesis that I labored for 6 days, and on the seventh day I rested. And one day is 1,000 years to God. So he gonna deal and fight with the devil for about 6,000 years. The negative blood type have been here for 6,000 years. So this is like a grace period The great spirit can do the right thing, give our earth back, and great spirit for everybody that does that. But I'm supposed to go over here in numbers because it coincides. Because I'm going to show you what it was there after the flood. This is in Numbers 13. I'm gonna read from 27. So this is one of my favorite verses when I talk about the Nephilim. When I talk about the Anunnaki, which D brought up, the Anunnaki, and the Canaanites and the Hamites and the Edomites and the descendants of the Net, to the Nephilim, to the Pilgrims, to the Nigga. It's gonna name them all. All in this verse I'm gonna show you, it's gonna name them all. It's gonna group them together and name them all. And it's gonna see at the end they are descendants of a neck who come from the Nephilim. You have to understand what a neck is now. A neck is called wormwood in the Bible in Revelation 18 through 6, the breaking of the seven seals. Because at that time they had called planet stars. Okay. And wormwood is also known to conspiracy theories as Planet X, Nibiru. The book of Enoch calls wormwood the land of the watchers and the giants. Mhm. But that's what Anak is, and that's where the Anunnaki come from. And we talk about Nibiru, okay? The Hamites, Nubians, come from Nibiru. Talk about Nubian queen, Nubian princess, you just got their Hamites. Nibiru, okay? Now you got race, the alien races are all different colors, just like we are. You can't just if anybody knows that white folks just
Come on, Nick, you gotta wrap it up.
okay, I'm gonna read this verse right here. This is the report when God told Moses him to go take the promised land back. And they came back with the report. They had grapes so big you had to carry them. Two people had to carry them. But it says, they gave Moses this account. We went into the land which you have sent us, and it does flow with milk and honey. And here is its fruit. But the people live there are powerful, and the cities are fortified and very large. We even saw the descendants of Anak there. We even saw the descendants of Anak there. Okay? The Amalekites live in the Negev. The Hittites, the Jebusites, the Amorites lived in the hill country, and the Canaanites lived near the sea along the Jordan. The Canaanites lived near the sea along the Jordan. I remember I'm reading from Numbers 13, 27 to 33. Then Caleb silenced the people before Moses and said, we should go and take possession of the land, for we can certainly do it. But the men who had gone up with him said, we can't attack those people. They are stronger than we are. And they spread a bad report among the Israelites about the land they had explored. They said, the land we explored devours those living in it. All the people we saw there were great in size. We saw the Nephilim there. The descendants of Anak came from the Nephilim. Once again, we saw the Nephilim there. The descendants of Anak came from the Nephilim. We seem like grasshoppers in their own eyes, in our own eyes, and we look the same as them. Okay, that's about my time, but make a long story short, we talk about extraterrestrials. That's everybody that's RH negative blood type, 15% of the world population. They all different Mexican, Chinese, white, and everything. Okay, so that's my end. That's my skills, and I thank everybody for paying attention. You know, and with that, I yield the floor.
I like that. Appreciate you. Hey, I can hear me.
Yeah,
I took some notes. I just want to spill them out before the fight. Come on, real quick, if y'all don't mind, Derek. Hello, everybody.
Go ahead, man.
I'm bringing it. Oh, y'all can hear me. I'm just make sure I'm coming in clear. Uh, and first off, appreciate the get. Let me get the flow real quick. I'm gonna be brief. And I ain't write that many notes, but Nikki hit on a lot of PowerPoints, and which was
Brother, use the names on the screen.
I mean, brother, my bad, brother. I can't even see. I got it on desktop right now. Oh, Jad came with some good PowerPoints, facts, history, records. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. To answer first, let me to get out the minor stuff. Let me get out with Derek. I mean, not DJ. Excuse me. I want you to reference you to a book called, and people can look it up. It's called "Behold the Pale White Horse," and it speaks about how the government, you know what I'm saying, has been into talks and treaties with beings from not this earth, you know what I mean? So it's like earth meaning like in the sense of the physical sense, the like leaving off the earth into another atmosphere, you know what I mean? In that sense, you know what I mean? And they, you know, it talks about all that, and this is what this guy has witnessed. This dude who wrote the book, he's supposed to be dead right now. At the time he wrote the book, he was missing a couple of limbs. You know what I'm saying? They barely got him. You know what I'm saying? But he was a government official. He did. He talks about how he used to help them drill the tunnels under America. How it's like, I know you can do research on tunnels in America under America soil right now. It's over 300 and some tunnels like underground cities underground right now. This is where he's seen. He's American. He's white. He don't know really what's going on, the real like we do. But that's what that's what the aliens and all that. I mean, it's the different beings and scientists what they doing. Got labs and stuff down there. But he said he's seen uh foreign troops being trained down there. You know what I'm saying? And that goes against the Constitution and all that. So he didn't want to go back to work. You know what I'm saying? He said fuck the check. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. You know what I mean? And he also talked about the time he seen a 7-foot alien terrestrial walking by. He just kept on doing the job, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's beside the book. You can just look up the book. It's Behold the Pale White Horse. It's a very well known. They call conspiracy theorist book, but it ain't no conspiracy. It is what they try to put on it, so people can, you know, exercise the positive and the negative. You know what I'm saying? The feelings. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Some people saying, "Oh, it ain't true." Some people saying it is true, and these two people debate about it. You know what I'm saying? Positive and negative. You know, then the middle people just sit back and say they stupid. They ain't going about their business. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do it. You know, they want you to stay in that realm. You know what I'm saying? But we need to do a breakdown on positive and negative. Now, to get back to Naked, to be brief, Naked, you was right about the devil, and to capitalize, we're talking about
DR.
extraterrestrial. I mean, Jihad, you was right about the devil, and it made me this one made me put the notes in because it brought to my attention again to the that's why I like to do these builds because it brought to my attention about the devil in this aspect because the devil, you know, is anything, you know, people consider that's that's putting the emotion on it. Talking about the devil, you know what I'm saying? You know, that this it's energy and this and anything they say, oh, it's bad. They say that's devil. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying. You can't, like I say, a picture has 1,000 words. You can talk about the devil in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? You can say the devil is a nigga that do. You know what I mean? So, but in reality, it's energy, and and when you exercise and you look at it from an emotional standpoint, as in and looking at it from the positive, negative, like this world teach. You know what I'm saying? You always look at it like, oh, it's bad or whatever and all that, but it's just energy. You know what I'm saying? That people don't like. You know what I'm saying? And like, so when you put the value on it, that's the emotion, that's the ego. When you put that on it, you know what I'm saying? When that shit is, you know. But anyway, what I'm saying is the spirit is the devil. You know what I'm saying? That energy, because we are the soul. We created the devil. So and that anything that's below us, you know what I'm saying, that hinders us, our, you know what I mean, that ain't for us. It's considered devil. We could say that because that type of energy doesn't benefit you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can say that that's devil. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of saying, oh, I don't like that because that ain't gonna help me grow in life. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. looking at it like that. Look at it from reality standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Not a body. Look at it from outside the body standpoint, because you is outside the body. You are. But anyway, the devil that's them. That's what I'm saying. You talk about the white man, because the white man is the spirit, like negative, it ties into what the devil is. You know what I'm saying? They was right about that, but they wasn't telling you the real. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's the deeper meaning of it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, the devil, I was gonna say, it's two aspects to this alien extraterrestrial that I forgot to cover. And you pay attention to this. This is really deep right here. Two aspects, and because it's a positive and a negative, but you can't look at it like that, because both of them are right. Because look, the white man is aliens. Guess what? He aliens because he artificial. He fake. He the outside. They aliens too. But we are aliens too. The soul. So that spiritual entity, you know what I'm saying, is alien too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this like this. In an earthly sense, the white man, in an earthly sense, is 13 gates in this hell, in this earth. 13 dimensions, you know what I'm saying? And so these motherfuckers interdimensionally travel through Earth, you know what I'm saying? Not outside of Earth, they travel through Earth, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And they come back here, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't reach them. The white man over here know the knowledge. So he reached his future self, way in the future, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Different and down the timeline, you know what I'm saying? And that motherfucker come down here in a suit, you know what I'm saying? That's how their bodies look. They doing this clone shit right now. That's how their body look. They got different vessels now. In the future, they have different vessels. These white people, they ain't white people. They spirits. They this energy that drive that vehicle in their body. That's what they need. They need another body. You know what I'm saying? Only reason why they here, nigga, right now, because of us. You know what I'm saying? The souls that's here. You know what I'm saying? They trying to sustain their life. This is nope. This is not bad or good. It's in their nature. You know what I'm saying? This is where they at. You know what I'm saying? They know this. You know what I'm saying? They ain't getting out these gates though. These dimensions, they can leave Earth, go on again. They ain't leaving. You can go through all these dimensions. You're still gonna be in Earth. You know what I'm saying? For like this whole realm, this hell. You know what I'm saying? Of living and dying, physical. This physical. You know what I'm saying? These different Earth planets and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's, you know what I'm saying? This all that. You know what I'm saying? You still here. You know what I'm saying? Like that's for them. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't want to live long, and so they could feel. They didn't want to have a body, so they say they're gonna keep trying to get bodies. You know what I'm saying? So down the timeline, they contacted themselves. You know what I'm saying? And the motherfuckers come down here in the earthly sense. That's why I say they aliens too. You hinted on that. You broke, you know what I'm saying? Brought it to my mind that they aliens too. You know what I'm saying? But from another timeline, way in the future, they coming down here and they sharing knowledge and shit. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Helping them. They did do that. But we are aliens in the aspect of, like I said, when you go to what they talking about, extraterrestrial, beyond extra. Like I said, do the etymology, it means beyond, and Earth is, and Terra is the etymology on that word. The origins of that word is Earth. So we are beyond Earth. So, and when you look at it from our perspective of the soul, we ain't saying we beyond Earth as in the 13 gates like they talking about, because that's still in Earth, but it is different dimensions in Earth. You know what I'm saying? Different hell gates of this hell we in. You know what I'm saying? But outside of it, beyond Earth, you know what I'm saying? Literally beyond these dimensions, you know what I'm saying? Outside of this realm, you know what I'm saying? That's us, the souls, us. We are outside of this shit, you know what I'm saying? We down here because it's a simple lesson. You can't learn, you don't want to get out your emotions, the positive and the negative. You can't get over that, your ass gonna keep coming here. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Every decision is based off the positive and negative. How you look at everything. That's how they taught. Positive, negative, the realm you in. It's like the structure of the invisible structure, energetic structure of the vibrations of this realm you in. You know what I'm saying? You looking at it as physical, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's like energy everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And these motherfuckers that's running shit, the Masons, they know, they understand energy, bro. You know what I'm saying? They know how to manipulate this shit. You know what I'm saying? They know how it affect people, and people don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And so that's what they use it. You know what I'm saying? To sustain themselves, because they ain't people, they spirits. You know what I'm saying? They trying to live long. They want a body. That's why they keep breeding with us, the souls, so they can keep coming down the timeline. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say we right now, we on the alternate timeline, because they don't know if he's supposed to be here, like Nike said. You know what I'm saying? You saying what did the R8 that ties into what Nike said? Where the R8 negative bloodline, all that, where it come from? We created that. That's a creation. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't pop out of nowhere. That shit got an expiration date. That's why the motherfuckers keep breeding. You know what I'm saying? So they can sustain their life on the physical plane. You know what I'm saying? Because truth be told, on the other
Right.
side, when you come
That's
outside,
right.
Truth, yeah, my bad. Truth be told, come out your, you know what I'm saying? When the spirit ain't got no body, disembodied entities, ghosts, and all that. On that other side, there's no emotions, no feelings, no nothing, no nothing. It's a numb feeling for them. You know what I'm saying? It's like they get a charge off of they get a super max charge off of motherfuckers out here fucking and shit, but busting orgasm. You know what I'm saying? It's like feeding time. They all around your ass, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you just dispersing energy. That's all you doing. Because you don't understand energy. You know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on some shit you can't see. You don't even know what even going on. It's feeding time, nigga. Go to church, feeding time. Go to the movies, oh, it's feeding time, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Big feeding time. These are like diners for these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even understand energy. That's how they run this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they know the hidden, what's under the veil, what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? They only teach you the outside and tell you the outside is real. You feel me? The outside is just what you define by your outside sources. What's your outside sources? You know what I'm saying? Your body, your flesh. What's that? Your sense, the sense that they told you. You know what I'm saying? There was your sense, your taste, touch. That's all body shit. You know what I'm saying? They saying whatever you smell, whatever you can define through that is what you define as real. That's what they told you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You can't, and people know, they always say don't judge a book by its cover. Basically, what you see ain't what it is. You got to go in deep. They told you right there. Well, don't judge it by its cover. They're saying. So what I'm saying is you can't judge it by your eyes or your lips. I mean, the taste. I mean, or the smell, because you got to go deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, to find out what's real, to find out what's reality. You know what I'm saying? So that's going beyond the emotions. You know what I'm saying? Because that ties into the ego, tied into the positive and the negative. That's all that is. Emotions and ego, positive and negative. They want you to stay in it. That's why I say people don't be, they think you crazy when you speaking from the soul, or when you speaking outside of the positive and negative. They look at you crazy. So when I say love is an illusion, it ain't real. Motherfucker look at you crazy because you think I'm telling you this because I'm looking at it from outside of that positive and negative. You know what I'm saying? Love, hate, up, down, left, right, the value system. You know what I'm saying? That's the ego. It's a cloak for the emotions. You know what I'm saying? It's what they use to feed, nigga. Emotions, energy, emotion, nigga. Emotion, nigga. They telling you it's Masonic talk, my nigga. They know the truth. They know they understand energy. They know who you really is, nigga. You think they told you who you really is? No, they ain't tell you you're a soul. They want you to think in church you a spirit, and spirits and this is be spiritual and all this, and all this. You know what I'm saying? See, they still ain't telling you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna tell you a spirit. Then they gonna tell you die one day, but then you go to heaven one day. You know what I'm saying? Up and down. You know what I'm saying? They keep confusing you. You know what I'm saying? The truth ain't confusing. The truth is not confusing, bro. You think they talk like that in the Bible? How they write? How when you read the Bible, you think that's how they was talking back then? No, nigga. It's a code. They programming your ass. You reading that, but they programming. That's what it is. They understand this. They know them letters and shit conjoined. Those are symbols, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Conjoined. There's some shit that they taught. This language, all the way to the language. You know what I'm saying? Because you trying to comprehend what somebody's saying and trying to analyze it, but the things that the way you processing it, the tool bag that you dipping into to try to motherfucking decipher it is the same motherfucking shit that they taught you. You know what I'm saying? That's why motherfuckers be saying go outside of that. Get outside of the box. Get outside of the mind. See? I was in that thing too about the mind. That's what it is. They built the motherfucker. That's the mind. The box is the mind. You gotta go outside the mind, bro. That's what they built for us. Everything they taught us. They taught the sky was blue and the sun is, you know what I'm saying? It's deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Then when they get deeper than that, because you can go do the science on that, you'll find out why you can see but it's deep, way deeper than that, because it goes to energy, bro. Why it's really, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck they doing out there, fucking with the shit and all, you know what I'm saying? It's deeper than what they scientifically tell you, because that's as far as they gonna get to it. It's because of the light reflecting off the water and all. You know what I'm saying? But it's deeper than that physical description you describing to me of what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because everything physical that you describe is actually energy. So describe it like that, the real, my nigga. Keep it real with me. Quit sugarcoating. You ain't telling me the real. You know what I'm saying? You ain't telling me the real. You know what I'm saying? And you telling me this, and then you telling me the sugarcoat shit, and you telling me the answer, and you giving it to me, and you saying that's what it is, and motherfuckers just saying, okay, that's what it is, and just riding off that. That means you didn't even have a choice. You a walking robot out here. You ain't even got no choice. Everything you doing is already decided for you and answered for you. And you just going off that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even thinking. That's why they be yeah, tell you, bro. Back to extraterrestrials, bro. What I say, we are the aliens, because we outer dimensional in a sense of our souls. It's not even from this realm. You know what I'm saying? So we are aliens in that sense. You feel me? And and back to what I said on when we first came here, how our vessels was. You know what I'm saying? Basically, we are the Anunnaki. Now, all them others, you know what I'm saying? We were some of them. They try to confuse you with that too. I mean, they try to take the credit for everything. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? Like they superior and all this. You know what I'm saying? For real. But some of them do play a part because, like I say, they outer dimensional too, but in a sense, in the earthly realm, not out of this earth. You know what I'm saying? But out of this earth, as in into other dimensions. You know what I'm saying? But still in earth though, for it's like the physical. You know what I'm saying? The physical plane, because you can go into another dimension, but I'm on Pluto now. I'm underground in Pluto and we doing our thing, nigga. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying, or whatever. The aliens over there, the aliens over here. All the aliens are throughout this whole universe. You know what I'm saying? In the physical. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers be coming over here and shit. That's them. That's them. That's them motherfuckers. That's them. That's them down the timeline. They still living in spirits. They ain't got the same body. They ain't the white man no more. They ain't Bill Gates no more. You know what I'm saying? They got new bodies now. You know what I'm saying? That Earth gone. They on other planets. They got, you know what I'm saying? That's them, the advanced version of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's something to think about, something to know, and appreciate y'all for listening. And I pass it on with that. Y'all heard everything I said. Make sure I'm coming in clear.
Yeah, man, we heard.
Uh, yeah, that's it. All right.
Uh, uh, shit. I dropped my shit. Um, so I wrote some stuff down. Basically, just again, some stuff I could research, man. From Jihad to D-Lat to Debo. I wrote it all down. Well, not all down because I mean I don't write that fast because there's a lot going on. But I can kind of see where Debo going. He got he got a little bit off subject, but like I said, I'm gonna do my little research. I'm pretty sure we'll have this topic again. That's my spiel, man. I ain't got too much.
All right, let me get my last little because I had wrote some notes down. All right, so anyways, they was trying to make the work a little. They wanted to take some of the work off their hands because they ain't like basically how the conditions on the earth was, how time go by quick, the days would go by quick, and it was a lot of work. So they got to the point to where they was getting gold out of the mountains or whatever. So they mining for gold now, and they trying to find a way so they don't have to do all the work. So they find they just say creature or whatever. Well, what they did to the creature was they got the female egg and the male seed from the Anunnaki or the reptilians or whatever we want to call them, mixed it with an admixture or whatever in a crystal bowl. And that first one came out, it was shaggy with hair. It had hands like humans, but the legs was like the Anunnaki legs. His hands wasn't made for tools, and he couldn't talk. He only could make sounds and grunt and stuff like that. So they tried it again. This one was more than they liking, but he ain't had no good senses. You know what I'm saying? He looked it good or whatever, but he couldn't hear, and his eyesight was fucked up. They tried again. This one came out, his legs was lame, or he was paralyzed, or his legs ain't work. You know what I'm saying? Another one came out, his arms was too short to reach his mouth. All these I'm saying his because they was all males. Uh, so this time they used the clay from the earth with the admixture, and they used the male seed from the Anunnaki and the egg from the Anunnaki woman this time, and mixed it in the crystal bowl with the admixtures and put it in the womb of the human lady. And they say they had a child that was in perfection, and it had the ability to obtain speech, and all his body parts was right or whatever, but it wasn't in their likeness or whatever. So basically, it didn't look like them. And so they tried it again. This time they used a female Anunnaki. You know what I'm saying? So basically, they used to clear the earth with the admixture, the male Anunnaki seed in the crystal bowl, and the egg of the human lady, but they put it in the womb of the Anunnaki this time. And the baby came out, everything was good, everything was straight. But it wasn't hairy like the last ones. Uh the skin was like dark red blood, like clay almost, you know what I'm saying? His piece was covered in skin, he came out, and so he was straight. He came out perfect. You know what I'm saying? His name, they named him Adamu, you know what I'm saying? And they say the meaning was like clay earth. Anyway, so he was the model or whatever to, for the basically the ones that they want to create. So they needed more, you know what I'm saying? Because they just had that one and it was a male. So they had got 7 Anunnaki women now to carry the egg and the seed and the admixture in their womb so they can make more men or whatever. So everyone they made men, they needed to make women so they can uh procreate on their own now instead of them having to do the whole process in the lab type shit that they've been doing. And so, you know what I'm saying, now they knew how to do it right. They made the female and she came out straight just like Adamu, and her name was Tiamat. Her name was Tiamat, which meant the mother of all living or the mother of life. Uh, but they couldn't have a baby though because they didn't have the life essence, the life giving essence. You know what I mean? So they couldn't even have babies. Uh, so yeah, they couldn't have babies or whatever. So they took the life giving essence out of Inky or whatever, and the nurse lady, their sister or whatever, and they put it into Adamu and Tiamat or whatever, so they can mate on their own. And so now Tiamat and Adamu can mate on their own. They started, having kids and shit. And before their kids was grown, they was smashing and having kids type shit. And so this went on for a little while. They had work if they still ain't have as many as they needed. And then they was deficient or whatever because they started, people started coming out, can't hear again or can't see and shit like that. So they started being deficient, and they was like, it's something that they not doing right, or they needed to tweak it again. And so, the time went by, it was unrest. They was rebelling against the work and stuff like that because they was like, it's taking too long for the humans to procreate and multiply and stuff like that. And so this ain't, this just the story. Um, and so Alelu had got Anzu to come to Earth or whatever so he could see what was going on. You know what I'm saying? So Anzu came to Earth, and him and Alelu or whatever, he see what's going on and shit, and they started arguing like probably a year or two down the line, they start arguing or whatever over a kingship again because Alelu wanted to go back to Nubaru, but he wanted to go back to Nubaru because he thought he was gonna get to be the king now that he saved the planet. But Anzu was like, nigga, you gonna have to fight me again for it. So they had their second fight. You know what I'm saying? They having their second fight, and Anzu beat Alelu again, and he's standing on his chest, and Alelu bent the nigga knee down and pulled him down and bit his piece off and swallowed it. And so, you know what I'm saying? It poisoned him or whatever, and his stomach was messed up. It started getting big like he was pregnant, and so they had so what's that word? He was prosecuted or whatever, for doing that because they was fighting traditionally, and how the fight ended up with him standing on his chest like that. That means you lost. You know what I'm saying? So he got persecuted for fighting dirty, basically. You know what I'm saying? Then he bit the man piece off, so he can't have no more no sons and pass the bloodline. I mean, pass the kingship down through his bloodline. And so again, you know what I'm saying? Alelu got exiled to be on another planet by himself until he died. And so Alelu ended up on another planet, and Anu stayed on Earth for a little while and appointed new people to be the leaders and over this. You know what I'm saying? And so now back to the story. That was just a little cutscene, but back in the story, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so they was being deficient or whatever. They couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, when they was multiplying, some babies were still coming out messed up, you know what I'm saying, more than they was coming out straight. So, you know what I'm saying, it was making the process slower. So one day Inky was in his house or whatever, his abode, as they say, and he seen two of the females or whatever, and they both, he say they looked good or whatever. I'm just talking layman terms. He seen two females, that end up being offsprings of the ones that they made and procreated, and he said it was nice looking and all that type of stuff, and he ended up getting with both of them and smashing them or whatever, and he ended up getting with both of them and smashing them or whatever, and they ended up getting pregnant. You know what I mean? They ended up getting pregnant. And they had babies or whatever. At the same time, they was twins, and one name was Adapa, and the other one name was Eve. Boy, it was a male and a female that they had. One name Adapa and one name was Eve. And so when they had Adapa and Eve, they came out in their image. You know what I'm saying? And everything, everything about them was straight. You know what I'm saying? They came out in their image. Dark skin. You know, hair like this and shit like that. And so, boom. Now they got adapting. No, her name was TT. Adapting TT. I'm tripping. I don't know why I want to say Eve though. I think yeah. Anyways, adapting TT. And so yeah, they was able to procreate, and when they procreated, the babies came out right and efficient, and they was able to multiply and stuff like that. They was able to multiply and stuff like that. So the king Anu, he wanted to meet a Dapper one day, so he told Inky or whatever to bring him up there because it was like the first. They told him that this was the first Anunnaki born on Earth or whatever. So they was trying to create like an alliance or whatever with Earth and Nubaru, and so they had got a dapper, in a spaceship, wearing a spacesuit or whatever, to come to Nubaru. But when they got to Nubaru, I mean, before he got to Nubaru, what I'm saying, Inky told him don't eat nothing or drink nothing over there because you're gonna die. But the reason he told him that because if he really eat and drink it over there, he was gonna gain the long life essence or whatever, which basically, you can live forever. The essence of life or whatever, everlasting life. So he told him he was gonna die though. And so boom, a dapper or whatever, they get a dapper, suited up, and he go to Nubaru, and they talk about how in detail about the trip, like far as what they were seeing on the journey and stuff like that, and naming other planets and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying, in conversations, but I'm just kind of just skipping through it. But yeah, so boom, they go. He meet the king, which was his grandfather. He meet the king, which was his grandfather, and you know what I'm saying. He talked to him and all that. They meet, and he tell him he can't stay long because he can't eat or drink nothing because he gonna die. So he only stayed, what I'm saying, for a couple of hours, and then end up coming back to Earth. But on the way up there, I forgot to say this, but on the way up there, Inky had gave one of his people a letter to give to the king. Only the king can read it, nobody else. So when they left, the king read the letter or whatever. The letter told him that Inky made this. He was basically telling him that I had smashed a earthly woman and made, what I'm saying, a dapper. You know what I'm saying, but I just told you something else. Well, I just told the public something else, but I'm telling you what really happened. And so, boom, and he was like, "Oh shit!" He was all happy. Woo, woo, this that was my seed and all of those type of stuff. So he made a plan to come down to Earth too to see how everybody was living, and so they come down to Earth, and he stayed for about a week before he even came out. He slept for about a week. He slept for about a week, and he came out. You know what I'm saying, and then he let it be known, that he knew, and he told everybody or whatever. And those people that was mad. So it created when that king went back, it created another war type situation. But it was some turmoil going on Earth because the planet X or Nubaru or whatever was coming closer towards the Earth, and it was causing the glaciers and shit like that to melt, and the ocean was overrunning its edges. Comets was, meteor showers was happening and shit like that. And so they knew that it was gonna be a great deluge coming over there. And everything I'm saying, if you could really understand what I'm saying, or if you look into the book that I'm talking about or the information, you'll see this the same story in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna just finish it with the rest of this story I'm finna say, and then I'm gonna be done with it. Uh so yeah. So it's the ice caps melting, and it's having meteor showers all over the planet, and volcanoes erupting and all that because the energy from the Earth's gravitational force is getting weak and it's off its axis and all that type of stuff because this planet getting closer and it ain't the frequencies ain't right. So what uh what was gonna happen is the Earth was gonna flood because once all the water was gonna melt, the Earth was gonna flood basically, and so they they basically was gonna evacuate the planet. You know, all the ones that wasn't from Earth was gonna leave, but everybody from Earth had to stay. And then if you wasn't from Earth but you wanted to stay, you could stay if you wanted to, or come back after the flood was over. And so they wasn't supposed to tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't supposed to tell none of the humans on the Earth, but somebody talked through a reed wall to one of the humans. I forgot his name. Talked to him through the reed wall and told him, you know what I'm saying, to build an ark. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it was a submarine. You know what I'm saying? Build a submarine so that when the flood come over there, can't no water get inside. You know, can't no light get inside type thing. And so it basically described the submarine. And so the flood come. I mean, before the flood come though, you know, they gathered all the life essences of the animals that they can gather, you know, and they got plants and seeds, I mean, and all this type of stuff. So after the flood, they can rebuild and start over again. And so, boom, that happened. The flood is happening or whatever. And I forgot how long it said it lasted, but it lasted for a long time. You know, they didn't know whether the flood was over or not. So they sent a bird out to go find dry land over there. They sent out like I think 3 or 4 birds. They sent out 3 or 4 birds or whatever to go see if they could find some land. Uh, I think you know three or majority of them didn't. Majority of them came back, but one of them didn't come back for a long time. And then when it did come back, it had came back with uh, a olive leaf or some shit like that. So they knew that it was land out there somewhere. And so when they got to the land, it was basically like the top of a mountain or on a mountain. And that mountain, I think the mountain name was, I think that's Mount Hermon. I want to say it was Mount Hermon or whatever that mountain was that they came out of after the flood. They got on the flood. I mean, after the flood, they had landed or parked at a mountain or whatever. And, you know, they stayed at that mountain until the water went down.
Mount Ararat.
Yeah. And so they in the mountain and you know, they waiting for the waters to go down and stuff like that. And you know, after the water come down, they find out that it was people that survived. It was they weren't the only people that survived it as well. And you know, the other Anunnakis started to come back, the ones that wanted to come back and stuff like that. And some of them actually had to stay here. They couldn't go back because they started mixing with, you know, they married human beings and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say all that, but it was all that was happening before the flood. They was marrying human beings and stuff like that. So they had human families, you know, mixed breed families too or whatever. And so with the they had them you know, some of them came back, some of them went home, you know, and then when they come back, they basically just start the shit all over again and end up getting what they needed or whatever, what they planned to survive. And once again, the ones who decided to stay stayed, and the one that decided to leave. And I basically paraphrased the whole book because it's really a long ass book, you know. But that's basically a summary of it. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, it is information related to all different other sources of information and text. You know what I'm saying? Even you know the Bible and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? If I was able to actually go into detail, you know what I'm saying, it'll be more vivid, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I had to paraphrase and summarize, so I couldn't do that. But I just wanted to get this story out or this information out as well, as far as, you know what I'm saying, it's just another one of them sources that line up with everything else too. When it come down to actual beings that came from another planet and manufactured, you know what I'm saying, beings on this planet. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying, like this is my belief or my understanding of things, but it does relate, you know what I'm saying, in many ways with all the other information when it comes down to these particular extraterrestrials, which are the reptilians or the Anunnakis that I'm talking about, not the, you know, the tall whites or the Palladians or the little niggas with the big heads and shit. You know what I'm saying? These ones. And yeah, do you think, G Hart?
Oh yeah, that was very interested in had a lot of knowledge in it too, man. But they really relate to a lot of things. I know about the Bible and the Quran, and I had started looking at the book of Enki, but then I hit that kind of confusing. So I I had to stop and go back and read. But anyway, I want to say this. Back to the extraterrestrials. Okay, there's some videos called uh, Faces of Death, and there's a site called bestgore.com. Bestgore.com. Basically, it's like Faces of Death movie. And you see people arm cut off and legs cut off, and you can see the flesh, the inside of the color of their flesh is. And they got this documentary about the Rwanda genocide in 1994 documentary. There was a true story about the Hutus and Tutsis in 1994. Those were simply positive blood types were the Hutus, the Hebrews, and the Tutsis were the negative blood types, the Hamites. And you can see the color of their flesh, like when they cut a negative blood type Tutsi Hamite arm or leg off or something, the inside of their flesh be white like paper, and the outside of their skin is black. And I've learned that the Hamites, those Africans, they are white people and black skin, negative blood type. But the Hutus, the powder blood types, when they cut them, it have a little color to it, like hamburger meat look. It's not white like paper. The powder blood types, they're not white like paper on the inside. But those negative blood type Africans or black ass motherfuckers or whatever, when they cut their arms and their leg off, is the inside of their flesh and shit is white like they bone. Because they are white people and black skin. That's the curse. Okay, and I want to say this. I'm gonna give you, like I say, real life, uh, life experience information, people that we know, to give an example of what I mean about pilot neg and blood types and aliens. So the truth is what it is. Okay. Everybody knows Kelly Garnett. Okay. That's a Hamite. That's a negative blood type. That's an alien reptilian. That's a white person with black skin. Shaquille O'Neal, Monique Bowles. Also, now when it comes to people that we know, okay, Dig, really, I'm not Dig, but DJ. What do you think about this, man? Now, I'm not saying that this is what he is, but we have some of these in our family too, man. You remember? I know you know Damon. Damon looks like he could be a Hamite, bro. We need to check Damon as Damon his blood type. And you know what, DJ? That's why I ain't gonna never watch They Live or Last Dragon with you no more. So we were kids, we watched They Live with Last Dragon, and Damon sitting in the living room, nigga. Damn reptilian motherfucker Hamite right there. You ain't go hell, nigga. You know what I'm saying? God damn. How the hell we sit there watching They Live and Bruce Leroy and goddamn and David right there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he is, but for the most part, that's how they look. But also, I also know for a fact, somebody else that we know, somebody personally, nigga Rowe, that nigga Rowe. I asked my cousin Vic, his blood type. He said O negative. That nigga's a reptilian. That nigga's a Hamite. And also his son too. His son is O negative too. You always your father is. Now, look how these reptilians look, and like I said, most of the time gonna be the in-laws. So 85% of the world population blood type is positive, and your blood type positive. Basically, everybody in your family gonna be blood type positive. Your in-laws and stuff, they're gonna be, uh, they're the ones that's gonna be the negative blood type. Look at it. Now you look at Damon and Rose and this, you see the Kevin Garnett, you see the different ways they can look. There's also, man, they got groups with nothing but negative blood types in it. Some of them got 50,000 members. I made a group of positive. When I found out about this, I made a group of positive blood types 3 years ago. And 2 years ago, I had to say, let me see if this is a group of negative blood types. And goddamn, it sure is. And they got their whole family in there. Their mama, their dad, their sister, their brother, their kids, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We had a couple conversations, a couple arguments. You know what I'm saying? Because one lady talking about she tired of people talking about her husband as an angel. Bitch, I didn't say angel. I said Nephilim. I said devil. I ain't saying nothing about no damn angel. I said snake, pig, dog, blood, ass. That's what I said. So anyway, I was in it for about a whole year, and they used to ask the administrator, why don't he kick me out? And the administrator said, no, I like to pull Jihad out every now and then to watch the show. I said, that's right, motherfucker. And the show just begun, partner. But I'm gonna tell you something. The negative blood types, they got real property, they got weapons, they got ammo, they like doomsday prep. You know what I'm saying? And they just wait for us to find out what's going on. Because when I first got in the group, they talking about, oh, we got a monkey finally woke up. I said, yeah, it's a planet of the apes, dude. And I know probably blood types don't come from monkeys. You know what I'm saying? But we are related to. We share a protein with the reaches monkey. Okay, just like the negative blood types, you got snake, pig, dogs, and donkeys. Snake, pig, dogs, and donkeys are negative blood types. But they don't mention it. Every time they talk about the reaches monkey, okay, they talk about the snake, pig, dog, and the donkey. Yeah, huh? That's what you talk about the reaches monkey. But anyway, I'm gonna tell you about people we know, and I know for a fact what their blood type is. The ones that I'm suspecting of what their blood type is, you know, because they look like the ones that I know for a fact what their blood type is. And I'll be right like 90% of the time. I could look at a person and guess whether they blood type positive or negative, guess whether they're a human or a reptilian. Just like the movie They Live, when you put on the glasses, you can see who's from the planet and who's not. The movie They Live. Okay, I can see from who's planet and who's not. What I can bear that, I can see the difference between positive and negative blood type on this earth. Even the sound of their voice, I got so cold with it. Okay, their voice, they have a distinct rattle tone. You know when a snake rattle its tail, that means a back up. They have a distinct rattle tone when they are overexcited or they mad. They voice have a distinct rattle tone. So I ain't even got a. I be feeling like I'm surrounded by snakes rattling their tail sometimes. The way their voices sound, I can hear that rattle tone all around me. Even if they behind me, I can hear it. Mm. So all I gotta do is turn around, start, but I ain't even gotta see them. I can hear them before I turn around. I know how their voices sound. Even. That's how long I've been doing this. And like I said, they got their own group too. They'll listen to me, talk to them and everything. You know, what they say on the blood type is, who their daddy is, what his blood type is, and you know, that all of it. They all go with you, fight with you, you know, kick you out. You know, I had got kicked out. Like I didn't even know I was kicked out, but like after the third time I went to Facebook jail, I looked up, I wasn't in there no more. But I was in there for like a whole year. I went to Facebook jail about 3 times. I looked around, I wasn't in there. But my blood type positive. I'm B positive. I mean, I'm human. Hebrew, Hutu, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hebrew, Hutu, Israelite. Not no Tutsi cockroach. Not no native blood type. But yeah, I just wanted to say that when I talk to people, I want to give you real live information that you can use today in your everyday life. People that you know and people that I know, and we can look at this shit, nigga. Ain't no bullshit about it. And I'm not asking you to believe something. I'm showing you something right in front of your face, nigga, with your physical eyes. That way you can see and know how they move. If I show you your physical with your physical eyes, the difference between how positive and negative blood type is, they have different phenotypes and everything. And we went over this conversation before, so I ain't gonna go through all the details. But if I show you with your physical eyes the difference between positive and negative blood types and how they look, okay, then the rest is up to you. You better see how they move. You better see them on TV, in your classroom, in your family, at your workplace, at Walmart, in Congress, the government, you know, you see how they move then. You know, so with that being said, man, it's just basically that simple. You know, but I just want to say this last thing. 85% of the world population is positive blood type, you know. And they say Shaka Zulu tribe was so big that you knew that they was coming for you because the ground would start shaking. And Shaka Zulu tribe was not even 85% of the world population. And at the end of the day, I'm talking about unite 85% of the world population, all positive blood types. Watch how this motherfucker gonna shake then. Y'all ready for this? I'm talking about awakening a sleeping giant for real. That's a sleeping giant, nigga. 85% of the world population is deaf, dumb, and blind. 85% of the world population are positive blood type. 85% of the world population are the lost sheep of the children of Israel. 85% of the world population is a sleeping giant. And I'm gonna shake that ass up. But see, and see, that's only God's power to make the ground shake the truth, not me. I'm not gonna take the credit and say, like I just be playing. I say I will speak and the ground will shake. I say this jokingly, you know, but this truth I'm telling that's gonna unite 85% of the world population. If Shaka Zulu can make the ground shake, we can make the ground shake too. And that's what the truth is. The truth is groundbreaking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna wait till this speaking God and we need to take ourselves back from these captivity. You know what I'm saying? I think to awaken a sleeping giant. Are y'all ready to make the ground shake? And the Bible order Quran to say he will bring us together and we will know he is our God. He gonna bring all the power of the blood types together and we gonna know he is our God. And so, but when you think of making a ground shake, you know, so I don't like earthquakes. That's why I don't go live in California. But if we make the ground shake 85% of the world population, if we make the ground shake, the mountains gonna crumble into the sea. That's gonna cause typhoons and big ass tidal waves, volcanoes probably erupt. But if you imagine, maybe not. Because if we on one side of the world, right? We on one side of the world. We make a ground shake over here. The other side of the world makes a ground shake over there. So the earth is wobbling now. We might be shaking something up inside the earth like a solar. You know, we shaking it up. You know, it's rotating, doing what it's doing, but we making the ground shaking. We shaking it up like a solar. And some shit might come out of the volcano, like Alphonse and the youth. You know, the fruit of the tree of life. Not the tree of knowledge of good and evil, because it was two trees. One tree was the knowledge of good and evil, and one tree was the tree of life. And God said, well, we're going to block the tree of life so man won't live forever. We might could be taking up stuff inside the earth when we do that. Because I'll tell you, that's what we need to do. We need to tear this motherfucker up. We need to shake this motherfucker up. And when I unite 85% of the world population, we going to do the Harlem Shuffle first. We're going to really take it. We're going to go get that ass. 85% of the world going after the 15% negative blood type. We're going to take it because they've been ruling the world for the last 6,000 years. Time is up. It's checkmate, baby. Oh, we did. You know what I'm saying? So with that, you know what I'm saying? That's my spiel, and I appreciate everybody for listening. You know what I'm saying? Learn your own blood type. It's the first step to knowledge of self. You know what I'm saying? We 85% of the world population. It is always a negative blood type in the White House. That's what's up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's take this motherfucker up. You know what I'm saying? Do the damn thing. This is
Anybody else got something to say on the topic? If
Well,
not, I'm gonna close out.
I got one more before you close on something
All right.
real quick. Naked said, let's keep. I just want everybody to remember everything. You keep reflecting to. I ain't getting out point. I'm just getting to the main, just a life type shit. Hey, everything I keep hearing, cause it's the facts, man. Just hit me out. Is y'all, it's how the people is in the world too, though. It's about the positive and negative. That's how they got us solving problems and talking about them and talking and going through shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like religions, positive and negative. You know what I'm saying? It's flexing the ego, the emotions. I told you the emotions is the cloak for the ego. You know what I'm saying? So it's all the same. You know what I'm saying? It's the emotions, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're in it. I ain't finna get into what they're using that for. I'm just saying, just like church, positive and negative, bro. You know what I'm saying? Listen, because what the concept is. You know what I'm saying? The devil, bad. God, good. You know what I'm saying? Type shit, positive and negative. You know what I'm saying? They got people stuck in the positive and negative. It's a frequency, bro. They keep you on the outside. They don't tell you what's deeper. It's because everything is energy. Yeah, cause we energy, pure energy. The only word with this language that I've been taught that we use to describe who we are, energy wise, is called the soul. You know what I'm saying? We are, you know what I'm saying? Universally, unconsciously, you know what I'm saying? Like agree, we, you know what I'm saying? A soul, just like everybody in a way consciously agree that you know, if I jump, that's called jump. And I ain't got to ask somebody that on the street. Hey, if I jump off the ground, is that called jumping? And they gonna say, yeah, you just jump. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, not trying to be tricky with the question and all that, because you can. Like I say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. You know what I'm saying? What you saying is symbols and languages and pictures, bro. You just saying it, you manifest it into, like, you know what I'm saying? You telling somebody, but it can be described and perceived in 1,000 ways, which is not bad or good because you ain't looking at it from positive and negative. You know what I'm saying? You looking at it from the overseer vision, like the God. You know what I'm saying? Like souls, like we supposed to be looking at it because we creators. You know what I'm saying? We ain't from this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You trapped in this motherfucker, and then you trapped in not only in it, then the brainwashing. The brainwashing is part of not knowing who the fuck you is. You don't know where you at or who you is. It's basically energy. You know what I'm saying? Where you at? It's like dimensions and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I motherfucker got questions. When we supposed to be the creator, we supposed to see nothing but answers. You know what I'm saying? See, back then we ain't have to read no books, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You just think about it, the soul knows all. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about that earlier when Nicky was talking. You know what I'm saying? Like it just like I was thinking like anything that you the soul do to advance that soul, you the soul, cause you the soul. Anything that you do, like experience wise, for it's like you experience the things you making the decision benefited the growth of your soul vibration for it. You know what I'm saying? Like on an energetic level. You know what I'm saying? Anything that you do, it ain't because it's because that's the natural of you. That's what you naturally do anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's your natural. You know what I'm saying? You don't downgrade yourself. You know what I'm saying? That ain't how you walk. You know what I'm saying? You a soul. You don't do nothing but advance. That's all you do. You know what I'm saying? That's all you do. You know what I'm saying? Advance, advance, advance. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So it's like any decision that you make. With that being said, with that understanding, any decision that you, the soul, make, because you got your own decision, you the creator, you can do what you want. Any decision you make that don't benefit you, you know what I'm saying? It's on you. It's because of you. You know what I'm saying? It's your fault. You keeping yourself here, trapped in this lower realm, with a lower dimension. You know what I'm saying? Where that lower energy reside, because you want to feel. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm just saying, it's on you. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like you bad or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it ain't even the way you rock. You know what I'm saying? You just you a victim to knowledge. Because this is deeper than that. I just say that because I know knowledge is power. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know what I mean, and probably and you could do just by not telling the motherfucker who they is, man. What the fuck really going on? It's and build networks on that shit, man. They got institutions on the ego, on feeding your ego with all these institutions. You know what I'm saying? That's flex the positive and the negative. All about the positive and the negative. That's it. That's it. That's it. Bad and the good, the wrong and the right. You know what I'm saying? What you supposed to do, that's right. What you supposed to do, that what's supposed to be bad. Them rules, just think about it. Them motherfucking codes, my nigga. The Ten Commandments, those were codes. Those were set up, those were instructions that we handed out to the motherfucking lower beings, my nigga. Cause they needed structure. They ain't had no structure. When you put a chaotic energy like a spirit and you give it an advanced vessel now you ain't giving it no fucking cricket. You know what I'm saying? Cause when you give it a cricket or an ant, the way that vessel and the inside of that vessel is designed, the energy just motors it, you know what I'm saying? Drives it, you know what I'm saying? But the way you program the energy is with the vessel that like that ant is. So that ant is the only thing that ant know how to do is dig and you know what I'm saying, make the tunnels. That's what it's programmed to do. It's working. It's like a robot on a biological level. Cause that's how God, you think about it. You know what I'm saying? When you think about God, when you think about beyond, what's beyond, you thinking about beyond this earthly shit. That's how, in the earthly sense, that's how God make robots. If you ain't saying God that's out of this world, but I'm saying God has the souls. You know what I'm saying? Because we out of here. We out of this world. When I go to extraterrestrials, like I said, we beyond Earth, beyond this Earth, all these Earth dimensions. We beyond all this. And you see, we go. You know what I'm saying? We the one created this. Shit, I ain't getting to that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? But for real, you know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, they working. Like I said, that ant is working. You know what I'm saying? It's designed to do that. That spiritual energy is motoring that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Now, when we gave these motherfuckers, because we made them go, that energy had to be trained like that. It had to go through. This how we was doing shit. You know what I'm saying? The souls. You know what I'm saying? When we were dealing in spirituality, only time we did spirituality, we were dealing with that way. When he was making vessels like that, on that level. You know what I'm saying? We was like rulers of this section of the universe type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The books say it too. They just talking code when they say they all this. What I'm saying, it's like when Derek going through the book of Inky, he talking about shit in code of Genesis, basically. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. You know what I mean? It just they talking the code. You know what I'm saying? But it just breaking it down to another level. But it get deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? On the book of Inky, you know what I'm saying? But because it's talking, because whenever you speak in terms of flesh, you ain't talking about the deeper, because we ain't flesh, nigga. You know what I'm saying? We not flesh, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So talk about what you really is and where the fuck you really came from, who you really, you know what I'm saying? That energy really originated from. You know what I'm saying? That's where you get to. Because if anything, that's why I say anything that was only thing that are real is us, the soul. The only thing in this dimension, that this earthly realm, this hell, we in. Only thing that's not in this realm that is real is us, the soul, because we were never created. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Everything else was created. That mean they got an expiration date on it, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? At the moment was created. You know what I'm saying? We created. You see, the souls created this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. So, like I say, uh, gave them motherfuckers that spirit, gave that energy, that chaotic energy, a body. We made them hoes go through training, nigga. That's what it would. All the bugs, all the animals, all the roaches and rats. You know what I'm saying? Everything, nigga. You had to learn your lesson, that energy, whatever it was, because it's programmed then anyway. You know what I'm saying? If you go outside the program, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you squash, nigga, you're going back down, nigga, lower to a lower insect. I don't know, how we was doing. You know what I'm saying? I could just only imagine. You know what I'm saying? It only makes sense. You know what I'm saying? For it's like, if a motherfucker fuck up, that's basically going outside the program. But the ego train us to look at it like that. Oh, you fucked up. See how you putting the emotion in? You fucked up, like something bad. You know what I'm saying? That's how they get us to talk. How we talk. You know what I'm saying? We talk in terms of positive and negative, and then how we supposed to be thinking and talking. What happened was the motherfucker went outside out. This is what it really happened in reality. Thinking outside the positive and negative. Motherfucker went out. The motherfucker went outside the program. If you put a spirit in the ant and it's supposed to do it work, and that hoe in the icebox making a sandwich, nigga, it went outside the program you designed it to do. You know what I'm saying? Because the energy you put in it, like electricity to your phone, that same shit. Prime example. This ain't nothing but the same thing, like a phone. The energy, the electricity that's in your phone, that's what it look that's what it look like. That's what the spirit look like manifested when you see it in this dimension. It's like electricity. So it's the same. That's why they say back in the gap, they was talking in code. They were saying the Antichrist is gonna be the computer. They talking about the goddamn, you know what I'm saying? They talking about the spirit, you know what I'm saying? The energy. It's the spirit, you know what I'm saying? That chaotic energy. You see when when you hit the power line, what the electricity do, that motherfucker start going crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's an unstable energy, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what it do. You put that unstable energy and you give it a consciousness now. You put it in the body now. You know what I'm saying? Fuck an animal that's programmed. The body is already programmed to do what it's supposed to do. So guess what? That was the training they had to go through before it got a highly advanced animal body, which is the white vessel they got in a human body that they got now. You know what I'm saying? You know, you put that energy in there, you see what that bitch been doing. Cause it senses this is a creation. This ain't no motherfucking, this ain't got no connection to no God or nothing. That's why we gave it religion and all of this motherfucker, it's chaotic. You know what I'm saying? Gotta have some type of morals here in this to be down here. You know what I mean? Not down here, but to stable, you know what I'm saying? It was like training, you know what I'm saying? But if you got to give them something, you know what I'm saying? We was running this shit, you know what I'm saying? Where it got to work. I'm just saying, we give a chaotic energy, a consciousness now. Get this bitch body, you know what I'm saying? This bitch walking on all fours. Evidently, I don't know, they mix genes. And yeah, they motherfuckers start walking up right when we mix genes. Yeah, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But just what I'm saying is, it's their spirit, fuck the body and all that. You know what I'm saying? Their spirit, goddamn me, is a chaotic energy. And you see the terror it's been doing. If you don't see it, you can read about it. I can tell you, they got pictures, you know what I'm saying? Pulling babies out, and homosexuality, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? All them slave masters, they was raping all them kids, nigga, girls, all boys, everybody. They was born into that homosexuality. It was fucking everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, you know what I'm saying? Had them niggas around, them niggas like Maze, nigga, on they. I'm just saying, pulling the babies out the wombs, all that shit. Nigga, them hoes, they say evil. See how we look at it, how we judging it. We judging how they taught us with the positive and negative, because that's what this realm is made up of. Where we are outside of this realm. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't evil, nigga. That's their nature, nigga. This is what they do. That's their energy. That's what their energy does. You know, it's a chaotic energy. Now you gave this chaotic energy a consciousness. You know what I'm saying? And and now this motherfucker, the consciousness is not like, because it's a spirit and the machine is the body, right? But if our soul, it's different type of energy. Like outside of this shit, I would imagine like a motherfucker cell. This is just imagination. Like there will be a motherfucker cell. Like see how you got a body right now, you got cells on your body. It will be a cell off the body of the source of what we, you know what I'm saying, connected to. You know what I'm saying? But even here we connected, you know what I'm saying, because we want, you know what I'm saying, in a sense, consciously, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get into that. But if you was to imagine, so I said that to say this. All right. So this our energy supersedes this even realm. You feel me? That's why you gotta think about it. It's like, see, like when you put a spiritual energy, the dog running around, but they ain't talking to us, but we more superior than that dog. You feel me? The dog not even on the same level. See, but us as the souls, back then we was communicating with all that shit. We could tap into that frequency, that realm where we can know. Like, you know how dogs talk to dogs, and you know what I'm saying? Animals, you know what I'm saying? We can tap into those frequencies. Back then we would go in like that, you know what I'm saying? Cause we ain't motherfucking the body. We was on our shit for real, you know what I'm saying? And they knew we would run the shit. They run the shit not because they know the truth. They know, they understand energy. They know who the fuck we know how to take our energy from Super Bowl rituals and shit. And to you know, build the reality they want. You know what I'm saying? They know how to do all this shit. They know what they do. Who said for real? Masons, nigga, they doing they supposed to do. Some positive. This world made up of positive and negatives. Somebody ain't doing it. The other person got to take up the spot. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that in down here. Somebody living, somebody gonna die. You know what I'm saying? We ain't doing what we supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? They holding the guy. They take it. You know what I'm saying? They the other side. They, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we'll do it. It's gonna prolong. It's gonna help us live longer. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? They ain't want to do it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But that's why I say it's deep. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying, it's a chaotic energy though. These white people. That's why I say they are the devil. You right? Because it's a chaotic energy. They demon. That's why I say you can say they demons, but you can't look at it from the emotional state like it's a bad or good thing. It's just what you can. It's a if you when you look at when you say the word demons, that's attaching the emotion to it, the ego to it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's attaching a feeling to it, a value. That's how they got us. They start when they created numbers. That's how they got us. You know what I'm saying? That's like symbols because they taught us that like they try to make us look at everything with a value. Everything is something that's high, something that's low. You know what I'm saying? That's that program. See, it's like teaching a robot. See this body. It's like you know what I'm saying. You programming shit because you thinking. So now you processing shit now through like bad and good now. Like something got to be. So this is bad now. You know, so the more I got now, it's the more you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? See how they, you know what I'm saying? That's the positive and the negative though. You know what I'm saying? That's how they get you to. It's a frequency, bro. They want you to be tapped into, get locked in that shit. All in that love and hate. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, that up and down shit. You know what I'm saying? Those would be illusions because it ain't nothing but energy though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's deeper than that though. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I say, picture can be expressed 1,000 ways. So you can talk about love in another way. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, hey, when you come outside to this body and higher realms, nigga, this all this shit. You people see down here, so they gave us an illusion to make it seem like love is the highest form of energy ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? God is love. You know what I'm saying? Love is God. Yeah, I was down with all that shit too, cause I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Going in the church. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cause they that because if something is love and good, then it's got to be opposite to that, right? Or bad. You know what I'm saying? That's the positive and negative. You know what I'm saying? Now you got to make a choice now. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna live? How you finna live your life? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You see how they get you trapped inside the trap. You know what I'm saying? Because you already accepting the illusion, and now you going inside and picking which side you gonna choose in the illusion. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like for real, it's deep. You know what I'm saying? And all in there they feed it to you. Because it's feeding the ego, the emotions, the emotions. That's what it's feeding. You want to fuck, you want to smoke. You know what I'm saying? It's demons attached to that shit. It's really deep. It's deep. When motherfucker have your habits, you know what I'm saying? All your habits, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was saying about the soul. That's why I was saying it. Yeah, I'm back to what I was saying earlier. You know what I'm saying? Real quick about the soul, how I say when anything that you do, because the soul don't do nothing but advance. So anything that digresses you, it's uh like like your habits, shit like that. Those are demons on you, like spirits. You know what I'm saying? They spirits really, you know what I'm saying? Like disembodied entities, and what they doing is they project shit to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? They want you to feel, if they want you to burst out this emotion, like the energy, so they can eat on it. But how they do it is, so it's like, so it's that cigarette, motherfucker want to smoke cigarettes. It ain't you that want to smoke the cigarette, not the soul. You, the inside. It's that because you ain't gonna do the soul don't go back. You, it's nothing you gonna ever do. You, the soul inside the body. You that's inside the body, you will never do nothing that will hinder your advancement. You, the soul. But anything that you think you ain't telling yourself, oh, I'm finna smoke a cigarette. Nah, that's not you. The soul won't do that. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, bro. Just think about this now. You know what I'm saying? You will never. The soul doesn't even know nothing about backwards, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's all about advance. That type of energy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no type of. It ain't no polarities in that. Ain't no negative and positive. So ain't no backwards and forward. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It just pure motherfucking advancement. Enhanced. Growing energy. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? But since you got a conscious, now you decide to grow or not. You know what I'm saying? This is simple as that. But the thing is, when ain't no, it's like you deciding. It's like it's just as you. It ain't the decision. It's basically like you just accepting what the you feeding the spirit, because the spirit saying, all right, smoke this cigarette. I need a cigarette, man, because he want to feel the sensation. Or, how niggas be saying, oh, I was nervous, man, I had to smoke a cigarette. Now I'm calm now, because the demon is calm now. You know what I'm saying? You don't the soul, because the body, what I'm saying, ain't even you. First of all, the body not even you. So you don't even the soul. You don't feel that shit. You don't feel you smoking no cigarette, nigga. You. I ain't talking about the body. You, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want no cigarette, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You gonna say it's your body craving. No, nigga, it's that motherfucking spirit, nigga, sending them vibrations. They ain't no craving. So they told you it's a they gave it that word, gave it a emotional attachment and told you what to do. It. No, it's vibrations coming at you, been shooting at your ass. Motherfucker sending you a vibration. What's the vibration say? I need a cigarette. Damn, I want a cigarette. Damn, I want a cigarette. That's the vibration. Energy like a frequency and shot at you. Invisible like a ghost, nigga. A spirit, nigga, shooting that shit at you. Because they want you to get that cigarette and smoke it so it can attach itself to you and feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that. And it's charging up. It's sustaining itself. It's life. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck is doing. That shit real, nigga. They don't want you to know the truth, though. You know? Because that's why I say they don't want you to know you're a soul. Because if you find out you're a soul, you're like, what the fuck I'm doing here? What is a soul? It gets you digging deeper into that shit. And you find out what the fuck is the spirit, because that's what they yelling. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it ain't the same. They gonna try to tell you it's the same. You know what I'm saying? This shit deep, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, I'm dropping jewels, bro. You know what I'm saying? Do not, nigga, let this shit act, nigga. For real, nigga. Like, this facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Why I say, nigga was just talking. Only thing I was hearing was positive and negative. Oh, but because you talking about subjects like to church, these ain't even subjects. See, this how I got programs, nigga. Like a computer, you program somebody to follow this. Tell them this is the rules. This is what it is. Now you get in it, it's what it's gonna do. You go outside the program, there's penalties. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? These are programs people put on. That's why I say people don't know who they is. You ain't no plumber. You ain't no electrician. These are programs. You learn this shit. You know what I'm saying? Program, Christian, Israelite. None of that shit. Nigga, you a soul. Try identifying yourself with these programs that they built, these minds, these hats you put on. You know what I'm saying? It's like actors, you know what I'm saying? Nigga be watching a movie, you really nigga think that's a real motherfucker. Nigga that actor, then that nigga put on a hell of a hat. Cause he act his ass off. Nigga, that hat strong, nigga. He really is that character. That's how motherfuckers is out here. Niggas really is a motherfucking thug. That's a hat he put on. Nigga really is a crip. Nigga out here, you know what I'm saying? Nigga really is an Israelite. He down with the brothers. Nigga really is conscious. And these different hats, you know what I'm saying? Different consciousness, you know what I'm saying? That they built and gave the people. You know what I'm saying? All based in the positive and the negative. Motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Just to feed, motherfuckers feel good or bad about some shit, likes and dislikes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even in that. You know what I'm saying? Come on, like we act you know what I'm saying? Nigga, these motherfuckers is feeding out here. It's a spiritual war for real, because it's the spirits they know who they you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For real. It's deep. For real. But I'm gonna close it.
Hey, let me end this. Uh, yeah,
Anybody tell me
that's
Bible
just like
on?
that's a knowledge
Oh,
of good and evil right there, man.
I can't see. I'm trying to get it.
All that
I'm trying to
positive
get.
and
I'm trying
negative
to get.
stuff. Man, mute your
Hold
mic.
on.
All right. That's that positive and negative talk. Anyways, what's up, Royalty? What's good, fam? You know what I'm saying? We was talking about extraterrestrials or whatever. You know what I mean? And D was just ending it or whatever with what he was saying. But if you want to give a quick spill or a quick drop, you know what I'm saying, you can, because I'm finna end it. But we can still stay on here like we doing.
DJ went in.
Yeah, everybody, when we did like 2 or 3 rounds, something like that.
Nigga, I was out of there. I don't think I went to sleep till about, would it be 5 o'clock y'all time?
Probably so.
this afternoon, nigga. You called.
Yeah.
I was 2 hours deep in the sleep. Now I don't know. The extraterrestrials. Quick spill. Make it quick. Is basically, well, we could be extraterrestrials as far as we not, our soul anyway is not from here. You know what I'm saying? But physically, we are from Earth. We are of Earth. So you can look at that as a up and down type thing. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. I can look at it that way, but for the most part, the way it's used today, they talking about like, I want to say aliens, but I don't really think they aliens. I'm just gonna say some that they see in a form that they don't understand or can't give it a name, so they call it extraterrestrials or aliens or whatever. But I'm a go with gens or some old uh evil shit like even back then they were seeing stuff that they couldn't explain. They just fiery chariots and all this shit. Well, today, extraterrestrials is these little flying saucers and spaceships and shit that they can't explain or don't know what they doing. Well, we don't know what they doing. I'm pretty sure the government and shit know what they doing since they covering it up and all this shit. And the only reason that we don't know is because, well, the only reason they figure we don't know is because they ain't revealed everything. They just now started coming out saying that the shit was real, that they couldn't explain it. They used to cover it up like, oh, it was testing or it was air pockets, gas lights, and all this other dumb shit until Navy pilots and shit start catching it on their cameras while they flying. And then they had to admit that, oh, okay, well, it is something else out there because some of our people then leak the shit and let the motherfuckers know that shit is happening. But I don't think it's no fucking aliens and shit. If it is aliens, nigga, they been here. That's where most of this scientific shit coming from that they get. How they changing all these ships to fly and be invincible and all this other shit. All that knowledge come from somewhere else. Cause them niggas ain't think of that shit. It's the motherfuckers, the same gym motherfuckers that was down here. Oh, you can build that pyramid like that. Look, giving these niggas knowledge about the shit. But they feel like the world wouldn't understand if they told them exactly what it was or exactly what they look like in their natural form or whatever. Being that these motherfucking shapeshifters and all that shit. The extraterrestrials, man, it's just a a fucking a host to me, nigga. Just some shit that they use or some shit people started the shit because they was trying to figure out what it is, so they call them aliens or foreign or whatever. Some shit that they couldn't fathom or comprehend when all in all, man, it's just motherfucking gens and shit. Real quick sum up, but yeah.
All right. Hey, G Hug, come out here. Well, all right, you know what I'm saying? That was good. Everybody dropped some new found information, new heard information, I feel. it was all good from everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go ahead and get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Debo Lottie, don't turn off your screen. And good night, people.
This nigga watching.
My screen what?
What the hell fighting?